We should be back live right now. Welcome back, guys, to another session here. We're gonna trade the DAX, maybe the UK, the FTSE. But let's see here. Market is currently holding. So I want to wait these 15 minutes to make sure that direction will continue. So we saw some selling pressure from 900 back to 640, but exactly at 9:15 we start rallying, and now we have no progress above 650. So if I see a break above 750, I'll consider going for a long. But this is what happened. We sold off, we bounced right back to retest, we sold off again, we bounced almost right back again, we bounced back to 20,500 almost. We sold off below 500, so back and forth 1,000 points, and then we pushed and no progress above 500, 21,500. So if we're pushing below 500, we might gonna see we're gonna end around 19,500 again. Not today, not this week. This is Friday. I'm just giving the market some time. It could both push up, it could also sell off. Right now, it's giving us little confirmation here that we might see a push, but again, let's be very careful. With this account here, I just opened. I'm currently at 23,900, so I'm gonna grow that over time. Only the trades I took yesterday. So I started at 20. It's a brand new experiment to hold myself accountable to see what's really possible. Of course, I'm also trading on other live accounts, but this is the account I'm using only for live trading, only for streaming, and I'm only gonna take the trades in here with you. So no trade outside. Only if I see a very good setup, but then I will share it like I did with DAX yesterday when it sold off 100 points. And the same with the Nasdaq that we were short. Then I stopped the streaming, and you saw my setup, my stop loss, my take profit. And I told you that we're just gonna close it out for around 100 points. The price action to me is extremely bad and it's extremely risky. There is not a lot of volatility here. And it's not super clear to me what the DAX is going to do. Again, we could push up, and if we push above 711, then that's a strong sign. Again, no progress. Market is selling off in a short time frame. Let's look at the Nasdaq. I'm glad I waited because it's so volatile, and I mean, yesterday, if I have been trading at like 9:20, 9:30, I would have saved myself, and I have waited for the right move. But again, I managed to make money yesterday. Big push here. This could be a long signal for the DAX. Again, we see a push on Nasdaq, but no really confirmation. So Nasdaq is holding at 450, is pushing right now, just pushed 40 points, which should see a reaction on DAX, but we do not see any reaction. It's very risky. I'm gonna go for a light long position here on DAX. It's currently trading at 95. So Nasdaq did not push that much above 500. I might consider exit this one, so let's just exit for 706. You saw when I went in, it went against me. So it should be possible for you also to enter and exit. So just went out, that's the first trade for the day that I took on DAX. I know it's lighter positions, and that's fine. Big push on DAX. The trend is pointing up. We could come back to the previous highs. We're holding quite strong here. We're holding quite strong here. Every time we sell off, we're holding. So it's a strong sign of the DAX. I'm considering going for another long because we're holding quite strong. But again, it could start selling off and it could be very negative for the DAX as well. We currently have lows of 650 today with no break below. I'm gonna re-enter another long here at 705. Let's see here, we'll exit again here for $68. Again, very light, but we're gonna grow it over time. I'll put more size on later on once the account is about 50K, 100K, 200K. But I managed to exit this one again here. So 2 trades this morning, very light. I'm not saying that I'm done. I could consider re-enter. I'll re-enter along here at 710. It's very risky. Stopped out. I get stopped out, so that's my third position here. We don't want to be holding something if there's no push above, so that's why I'm cutting losses very quick. And that's a win for me to cut losses very quick. Because if the market could sell off and there is no progress above 730, then that's a weak sign. So the lows was 7.7. If we break below that, we might come back to 650 or even lower. The market is actually pointing down right now. Nasdaq is not doing that much. UK 100 is also pointing down. So I'm just thinking about what the target should be, because it's obviously not going to sell back to here today. It could sell back to lows here, but it could easily also push. We have some news coming in here today. We have PPI, core PPI. So that could move the market. Yeah, yesterday we had CPI, core CPI came in better than expected, but the market didn't react on that really. So that's how you define if you're a good trader or a bad trader. You're very good at cutting losses, right? We cut profits quick. We also have to be good at cut losses. That's what I did. DAX is really selling off. I could consider going for long if we can hold. Again, it's very risky, because if we're going in short and we're risking 20 points, we might get stopped out immediately, because it can push 20 points very quick. So then there's two options. We can wait for it to push back, to consolidate, move sideways, and then point down, and then go for a short and then risk 20 points. So that's what you should be doing, and not just go in randomly like everyone else is doing. Because if you lose more than 20 points, then you have to gain that back from a win, and you have to make more than 20 points. So it's just going to be harder for yourself. And then you have to put more size on, and then there's a risk of higher losses here. It looks like a good potential for a short, but again, we don't want to sell when there's progress and there's support. So I know it could come back to 500. I know it could sell back to 20,000. I get all that, but it's just very volatile and it's just very risky. So UK is actually holding strong support, but again, it's very risky. Why would it just come all the way back here? Like, there has to be a reason for that. So right now it's just pointing down. I'm going for a light short here. Let's see here. Gonna move my stop loss to 655. The reason why I can do that is because I have a lighter position here at only 5. And then I'll move my stop loss back, but this could be a good setup for a short. Again, it's very risky. There's no progress for now on, but it could work. I know we see some push on the UK, It's kind of like holding. Once we see a break below 600, I'll move my stop loss back to the higher week for the 1 minute bar. Again, we have to be careful here because there's no progress at all. I currently have my target at 500. So this is right now a 1 to 2 risk reward. Once we start seeing selling pressure below, then I will move my stop loss back. So I'm just giving the market some time here to digest. We have to respect that the market could push back. It's trying to. What about the Nasdaq? Nasdaq is also pushing all the way back. That's a strong sign for the DAX. So we might gonna see a big pushback. But again, if Nasdaq sells off now and it starts to point back to 400, then DAX will also follow after and sell back to 500. So if Nasdaq is holding here and we do not break above 502, if we do not break above 500, then DAX is going to sell off. So this is a good sign. If we manage to close below 450 within a couple of minutes. So Nasdaq is very weak. Nasdaq is actually selling off. I know it's pushing right there, and we could potentially see a push on the DAX. Again, we just sold off back to 590 from highs of 760. So we already sold off like more than 100 points. They might push it. I'm moving my stop loss to 677, and then I would like to add to this one here. But again, it's very risky. But again, it's a lighter position. It's a very light position. No progress at all. They're pushing the market currently. Once I see we're gonna break below 640, 645, I'll add more to this short here. Moving my stop loss up here again. Then I'm adding to the short. I know it's before time, but I see a good setup for this one here. But again, it could be a fake out. It could push. Moving it again here. I got stopped out on this one here. So I got stopped out here on the first one here. It just pushed. But again, it's a lighter short for me. Yesterday I did 50 and I also did 25 positions and I also did 10 positions. So doing 5 is still short. No, compared to like what I normally used to. So no progress above 500 really. Again, once I start seeing this is gonna sell off, I will go in for another short. So I'm just gonna see this gonna sell below, and then I go for another short. I just placed a short here at 70. Okay, I keep getting stopped out. It's because my stop loss is so tight. Wow, it's not my day so far. So I still have 2 open short positions. And it's just keep pushing. It doesn't carry the DAX. No progress and no system at all right here. It could push all the way back, and I have to respect that. Again, it's fine that I caught 3 losses and I got stopped out on 3. That's fine. It's okay. I made 2 wins, small wins. So overall, so far, but what I want you to pay attention to is the lot size, the amount I go in with, okay? I know it's still pretty heavy compared to the account size, but for me to grow this account to plus 20 million, it's first of all, I need to go a little bit more heavier, and I'm okay risking 1% per trade. So I'll close this one here. I just opened that one. So I closed that one for 200 and, let me see here. So I closed that one for 250 and I got stopped out on 3 other ones. The 20-point stop loss that got hit. So I lost 60 points and I won. So I lost 330 and I just won 250. So I'm currently around break even. If I can exit this trade here, and I'll do that, then I will end up in profit because of this move here, and that's what I expected. It just looks super weak to me. There's no progress really after 15 minutes above these 2. So I'm still holding this one short. I still have my target back to 500. But again, yes, I got stopped out. I will send all the trades from yesterday and also from today in Discord so you can see it and you can go over them. So we make sure everything is matching. But again, that's the overall like key to success, is like being in lighter and being able to add and being able to take a loss without it really affecting you. Once I'm sure, I'm gonna add more to this one here, but right now it's just pushing back and it's not really giving me any like signal, any confirmation at all. So that's why I'm not adding to it. It's not that I don't want to add to it, it's just it's very volatile. It is not really pointing up or pointing down, it's just we saw some selling pressure and then we're seeing some orders coming in here. Nasdaq also did a move from 550 back to 480, but again, it's not progress for me. Progress for me is we start seeing lower highs, lower lows. So we have lower highs and this could act as a new high. And if we see progress below here, I'll add to the short. and take it everything back to 500, and then I'm probably gonna make 3%, 4% for the day this morning here. So I think it's very realistic. I think it's gonna sell back to 500 or even 250. My first target is 500. My second target is 250. So if I do two shorts and I'm adding, then my first TP is gonna be hit there, and then my second TP for the second position is gonna be hit here at 250. That's how I'm gonna trade it. So my overall idea was actually correct with this short here, and the two first trades was also correct. I made two good trades, not good but fine. No progress at all so far. And it doesn't really matter, like when you do these light positions, it doesn't really matter where the market is gonna go. When you get confirmation, you can just add, and that's the difference, right? Let's see here. I'm just waiting for a clear confirmation. No confirmation yet. Still holding short. This is my setup. 500 target, stop loss 720. Yes, I could consider adding a lot to this short and hope for something, like hope for a push down. And I'm not against that idea, it's just very risky because you can easily push back. But again, if I focus on position sizing correct, then I'm okay. Like you might think that you saw I lost 3 times in a row, just got stopped out, stopped out, stopped out. But I'm still up today. I'm still in profit today because I managed to do the right size and I managed to cut losses. So that one here, when I added to it, I actually made a decent amount, like not a decent amount, but 80 points. So I'll add below here. If I exit this one here, and I might do that. Let's see. We can exit just quick here. I just exit quick. So you can also exit here at 600. But if I go over all my transaction, I have 2 trades early in the morning with you at 9:23 and 9:25, 2 in profit. Then afterwards have 3 losses in a row where I get my stop loss hit super quick, and I have 2 wins in a row right now. So overall, I'm up 0.5%. So I know it's nothing and it's super boring, but I took some other trades on. I took the same trades I did here on my other live account, my Lasher account, and that's what's like a little bit more fun to me. But this is still fine. I'll grow this into a couple of million this year and then keep doing it. This is it for me now. We managed to make money today, again today. I'll publish all the trades I took. I'm not saying we cannot take another trade here. I'm just saying it's very risky. What I think I'm gonna go in for a quick trade here with you, a little heavier position, because we got progress below 600. But let's see here, it could easily push back to 650. So it's very risky and you have to be very careful. Yeah, I think that's it for me now. If we get progress and I start seeing selling pressure below 586, I consider going for another short. But that's it for me now. Yeah, I'll see you later. If I take any trades, I'll let you know exactly what I do, okay? Maybe we get the progress below here, and if we do, I'll go for a short without leaving this on here. It's very risky. Okay, I'll go for a quick short here. Do not copy if you do not accept that it could push right back again to 650. I don't know if I hope and I pray, but I'll exit this one here if I can. I didn't manage to exit it because the broker is fucking with me. I don't know what's going on. I could have exited for a good profit, but yeah, they didn't manage to exit my position. But then I'll just exit if we break below here again. So let's see here if we break below. So then get ready for exit this one here. Let's exit, guys. I just exit this one here at 60. Yeah, you could also exit at 55. So I actually was right. I managed to make good profits today. I'm glad I just took this trade with you here at the end. So overall today, 2% profit. The start account on this account, not other live accounts, but this account here just opened, was 23,949. And I'm ending at 24,374.5. I think that's it for me now. I was right about this setup here for the short. I'm not saying we cannot make more. I could actually go in for another short, but it's just very risky. It's not really showing any progress. I think it's going to come down to 500 at least, but again, it could push back to 650 very quick. So I just want you to know the risk that's involved. It's just very clear to me that the market's going to go down, but it could easily push back. You see it's coming in like pushes. I'll go in here for another short. It's very risky. Do not copy me. Let's see here if we get a second push here. I'm just moving it here quick. I'm gonna exit this one here once we get a quick push. No progress. Let's see here. Will we get another push? Or will it start rallying? It could push back as we saw before. Gonna move my stop loss and then I'll add to this one here. But again, it's very risky. I'm adding here at 45. Very risky and moving my stop loss up. You should not copy this one here. This is a little bit over trading. And of course, it's gonna come back while we just saw this selling pressure. Let's see. My target is 500 for both positions. It could break below 500, I know that. I'll exit the one I just opened, guys. If I can't do that, nope. This is so weird. Every time I'm trying to exit, I'm not able to get out. Okay, I got out there. So I just exit the ones I opened. 432. Yeah, I could have exited many positions for more profit, but it's okay. So I only have one position left. I'm just waiting for this one to come back to 500. Once I see we're gonna break below 519, I'll move my stop loss back. Again, this could push. This could be a trade that's gonna go against us even more. I'll let you know all the trades I took when we're done with this session here. It's very rare that I'm live for so long time, but I also tuned in a little bit later today. And I just saw something in the market that I was right about, from going too longs to going too short. We started doing too longs, it was great. And then I did short from there on, and I actually increased. And now we see a big push on both Nasdaq. It could be a fake out, but again, it's very slow. The price action is very bad, and the DAX is very hard to trade right now. Again, it could come back to 600, and then I will get stopped out. Again, very risky, but again, it's a lighter position. It's still even light for me. Like it's not that heavy. Like you can see, it's still light, especially when the trend is going down. I'll try to exit this one here, maybe at like 500 and maybe 480, but I'm just waiting for it. It could push up. We see support. We see it could push above here, and it could start rallying. But Nasdaq is still pointing down. I'm gonna add another time here to the short. It's very risky, do not copy. I think it could push back what we just saw from 600 back to 700, so that's the risk. I'll exit this one here. So I opened a second one, you saw that. That's the one I just exit here, so quick scalping. And I exit that one for 300. So I still have one running position. Overall, what I closed is around $1,000. So around 5% today, this morning trading. If this is going to come down to break even, it's not that I. Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. I have my target here at 500. I have my stop loss at 588. So I know this is not the best risk to reward, but I will hold this one here. Maybe if we can within the next second come back to here, then I will exit this one here. So get ready for exit. Again, it's very risky. It could push back. I'll exit this one here, guys. Nope, didn't manage to exit this one here. It just pushed right back again. But I'll exit this one here if I see price around 520. Wow. Strong candle back. Same. So let's exit here, guys. Exit at 510. So I'm done now. I made 5% this morning for you. I hope you followed me, and I hope it makes sense with my target of 500. So that was my overall plan. I did some longs, did two, then I did another long, it did not work out, then I did another one, it did not work out, then I did another one, it did not work out, but I managed to cut losses. I should have held it, of course. But overall, good profit today. I hope you enjoyed.